Hey guys, it's DeFeed channel here, and I invite you to another SIDUS Heroes guide. So first thing, I'd like to say thanks for such a living interest in this topic, guys. So I decided to carry on and make more videos with the basics. And this time, I'd like to discuss race abilities. So types, strong and weak points, different scenarios of using, and much more. I'll also tell you how developers have radically changed and diversified the gameplay by just introducing one new ability called Bluffing. So, shall we start? Let's go already. Hey once again guys, so I'm glad to see you all here on the channel. SIDUS Heroes has become a regular guest here, especially after we launched a series of guides. So today is no exception. In the previous video we discussed impacts, statuses and effects, so I highly recommend you to watch this. But today we'll stop on the very basic thing called race abilities and bluffing. There are the basic skills available for every hero, even without a weapon. So I recommend you to grab some good coffee or tea, maybe some food, and we're about to roll. Okay, race abilities is the basic skill that every hero has. Basically, there are two purposes of race abilities, to attack and to bluff. Besides, every race has its own unique ability with no less unique features. So it costs 1 energy point to use, and let's start with Raptorians. Raptorian's race ability is Acid Spit. Raptorian spits clots containing a biologically active substance. When spitting at an enemy, it deals some damage and imposes the wet status. As with any race ability, Acid Spit damage grows proportionally to the number of skill points a hero has in attack. At the same time, Acid Spit is the most powerful race ability with the base damage of 35 to 39. And by the way, you can use their race ability to your teammates. Yes, Raptorians restore their HP according to how many defensive skills they have, which makes this race indispensable in team battles. The base healing power is 40. Voltron's race ability is Lightning Bolt. Voltrons strike their target with the bolt of lightning. When it hits an enemy, it deals damage to them, and when it hits an ally, it creates an energy shield around them that lasts up to 6 turns and can absorb a certain amount of damage. It also imposes the charge status on the target. Lightning Bolt has the lowest base damage of 29 to 33, and the ally effect is 40. Speaking about Olgia, Olgia's race ability is Fire Breath. Olgia breathes fire, damaging their enemies and increasing their allies' damage power for the next turn. Any effect using this ability imposes the burning status on the target object. The Fire Breath base damage is 33 and 37. The effect on the ally equals 5 additional damage. So yeah guys, I highly recommend you to watch our previous guide to understand impact, statuses and effects, because the combination of race abilities triggers different effects and they can be both good and bad to your heroes. Okay, race abilities are simple. 1 energy, 1 skill, attack or buff. But there's another basic skill and a tricky thing to deal with, and it's called bluffing. Bluffing is a tricky way to fool your enemy. Just imagine your enemy spending all their energy points on dealing a stunning amount of damage, then seeing you actually restore every single health point. The enemy is devastated and now you have an initiative on your side. SIDUS Heroes stops being an energy point race, so even if you don't have the first turn, your chances of winning the battle are almost equal. And that's all thanks to bluffing. So what is bluff? How does it work and what inspired the developers to come up with this incredible idea? In simple words, bluffing is 6 turns of invincibility. Sounds real, right? But bluffing can be also called a great game changer, no exaggeration here. It is a hero ability that's available to all races. In one battle, heroes can pretend one time to be hurt for 6 consecutive turns. So if while the bluff is active, some damage is dealt to your hero, or even if he is defeated, well, no big deal. After the bluff is over, all your health points will be restored. This initiative ability allows you to deceive your opponents and expand your combo tactics. Now you can not only skip a turn, but you can also mislead your enemy, and your enemy will need to read your mind, so otherwise they will spend lots of energy points trying to defeat a bluffing hero. Remember that this skill can only be used one at a time in a fight, so make sure you use it wisely. And speaking about the term of bluffing, it was obviously borrowed from poker. So when a player deceives their opponents in order to confuse them and make it difficult to read what cards they have in their hand. A player could potentially have losing hands, but still win the round. So bluffing makes this possible. So maybe that was an inspiration for developers, but who knows, but I'm pretty sure it is. This mechanic introduces an air of unpredictability to every fight. It is also extremely effective, but rare thing. Bluffing at the right time almost guarantees your win. But if you use the ability in a haste, you may also lose. So when is the best time to activate bluffing? So in my guess, no earlier than the second turn. Despite new mechanics, SIDUS Heroes is still based on the accumulation of energy points, so an opponent's attack should not be expected sooner than the second or third turn. Using bluffing instantly is almost pointless, so you heard it, never use bluffing on the first turn, just never. So in practice, when you're playing, everything depends on the type of battle. So it may be 1 versus 1 or 2v2 or 3. So it depends on the scenario, so try different things. Yeah, so we've reached the end of this guide. So pretty fast, yeah? So basic skills are easy to understand, although you will need to practice a bit with bluffing. But this is an integral part of the game without which you simply cannot win. So who knows? Maybe you can find any different strategies and effective uses of bluffing. Just play an experiment, and if you find one, just leave us a note in the comment below. So thanks for watching again. If you found this video useful, just don't forget to give us a like and channel subscription, and also activate the bell button icon. Just no bluffing here. So I was here with you, DeFeed channel, as always, so see you around in the next episodes.